because you don't have the music
Hey
ready.
everyone, we're back again for part 3 of the ADR Techdemo rebuild. Tim's back with me on this live stream. Hi Tim.
Good day!
Tim's really excited to get involved with this one. We're gonna get this.
Not really. I got forced to stay here. Please call the cops.
Don't call the cops. He really wants to be here. Okay.
I really don't.
Sometimes I wish, why am I back doing this thing again after all these years? So,
We had a trip down memory lane. So 2005 apparently was the first mod pack made, and then after that it just spiraled out of
that
control
is
into this
correct,
thing.
yeah. It
So
started with the character pack skins for Unreal Tournament 2004. Yours truly got roped into creating that for a friend who shall be named nameless. Yes, that's not you,
nameless.
Tim. That was,
Hats off to
yeah.
nameless.
But I'll give a big shout out to Mads in Norway. Thank you, Car, for that. What can I say? It blew up.
Oh,
300
nice.
emails over a couple of months. Please make a fan game. And I'm like, no, 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 because I just don't have the skills to do it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to need to get a team together. And if I remember, well, if
Look
I
at you now,
remember
though.
correctly, you was one of the first on the team.
I was okay. Let's see. I got. I saw that you had an ad up, I think, on ModDB, looking for a soundtrack or a musician, and that was about
No, it won't have
2007.
been 2007 because you were still there when we were coming through the conception phase. I'm sure you joined in like August 2005.
Yeah, that might actually. Yeah, it might because I think I stumbled across it. And you had oh, that's actually yeah, that's true because you wanted music for the mod pack, the character fade, and I picked up on it and I jumped on, and then we had that weird forum
Yeah,
if
we
you
had
remember that
the
one.
old, what was it, PHPBB forum or something.
Yeah. Oh god, that was so lackluster, but it's so
Yeah.
so good though.
But then
Old school.
we did move
But yeah,
over
so
to the other one, by a company called Gelsoft. Oh, what was it called now? It was, you have to buy like a license for it, and it only lasted for like a year. It was like $100 or something. But that was it. V Bulletin. That one was a lot better. But it,
oh yeah. It was more
yeah, and it had
streamlined and everything.
so many moderator and administration controls. It was just unbelievable, but it was really good because it tied into like this other plugin package that you could actually build a website out of. I think it was like a portal or something back then.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure who suggested it if it was like who
I
suggested that one?
really don't remember. It's that far back. I just
Yeah, it's really far back. Holy
That
crap.
company's still going, but
Oh,
the cost is a lot higher now. I think it's like $300 now or something. So we won't be having that
won't
forum
surprise
again.
me.
But I did come across, I can't remember the name of it, but I
Yeah,
did come across another one, which is still around the $99 mark. It's made by a few guys who originally built V Bulletin. So maybe if you guys who's listening think we should have a forum again instead of just a Discord server, let us know on our server board in the general section or wherever on there, and we'll consider it.
I mean, if you want to have like a simple setup with a basic ass forum and all that stuff, I mean, just get fucking WordPress and a
Ugh,
plugin and you're done.
WordPress. Ah.
I know you don't like it, but it's actually really
Yeah, but you
versatile,
are
believe it or
talking to
not.
a web application developer now. So I could probably just build my own.
Yeah,
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 it'll take me a
probably.
while.
I'm not that advanced, but I'll make use of what I can
Yeah,
use. Simple.
yeah, I can't.
I like
I
WordPress.
tried using WordPress. It's me and WordPress did not gel at all. It was like, no, I don't like templating.
Did you ever try like
Yeah, I tried
Joomla?
that and didn't like it. I'm like, I like to be creative. Like, don't like plugins in that sense where it's like use this template and then style it. Like, no, I want to build my own stuff. Uh,
You want to overcomplicate
Exact.
things for
That's what a
yourself
developer
because why
does.
not? Apparently, you do.
Too damn much.
You do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Owl.
righty. Let's get back into this thing. So, where were we at? Ooh, that's not where we were at. We're on a whole different screen here. Sure, that is the screen.
I
Ah,
have no clue what you're doing.
I'm lucky.
I'll
Well,
see you
there we go.
eventually.
We're on this. I will say this. I have upgraded the PC. It's running a lot more streamlined. Unreal Engine 5 now runs like a breeze. But it seems like my OBS Studio has gone on the fritz. So the old tech demo screen is now the Unreal Engine 5 screen. The main screen, some other screen, which is this. So that is this window. So it
Oh,
looks like
there we go.
I'm going to have to change these around somehow. Bear with me, everybody, while I try and find the correct screen. Ooh, pretty.
I still find it kind of funny that you were using the
Yeah.
browsers there.
And what
So
can I say? I'm very old school when it came to Discord.
yeah, yeah, just
Oh, that's
old. How
true.
about
I
that?
am old now. Sue me.
Well, then again, I'm getting close to your age as well. So I mean, I can't really say much about it, can I?
That's true. Okay. We now have everything set
Main
up.
screen.
As you saw, the secrets behind YouTube streaming. So, we're kind of starting
Okay.
fleshing this area out, didn't we? Last time, which is now over a month ago because I've been so busy with work. I've had a few illnesses. Not COVID. I've done the COVID tests and they all came back negative. So,
Wait, I'm looking at the main stream window. It seems like it's
blinking.
blinking a little bit, but now it's stopped. Yeah, it was like flashing, and
Sure,
now
you
it's
don't have a
gone.
migraine, Tim.
No, I do not. I'm not that old. Actually, I am old, but I'm not that old. Fuck,
You
that
can
sounds
have a
so bad
migraine at
saying that.
any age.
And yes, we have selected so it's not for kids. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna run my potty mouth as much as I want.
Yeah, we
So
as you can
that's how
see,
it's
we
gonna
do
be
have the
tonight.
chat window, so we can get all your comments and everything, and we can respond to them. So let's get that off screen. So back in here, just get rid of this one. Okay,
Oh shit! You know what? I'm supposed to watch this one though. Okay, yeah.
and you see Unreal Engine 5, Tim? Cool.
Yes,
We've
I
got the
can.
screen set up correctly now. So we're not
Okay.
going to do any texturing today. Because last time I was hoping to do
No.
just 1 hour live stream, and I ended up doing about 2.5 hours
Oh.
again.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah,
should
that was.
never set a
It's
schedule
just
for that.
it overrun. I was thinking, you know what, get so much done so much quicker. And then no, it ended up being the same because a lot of time was spent. An hour
Yeah.
was done over here with this type of setup, putting these in and everything, the tube, and then I think towards the end I was messing around with this bit. And then we did around here. Now, for everyone who's watching,
Okay.
these
Mhm.
mountainscape with the stretched textures and everything, that's not final. This is not how it's gonna look. This is just roughing in the actual geometry. And then what I'm gonna do is basically cover these with static meshes with proper cliff rock type textures and meshes and everything like that. So it's gonna look more up to date. Because right now it is looking like, this over here. It's kind of like the stretched textures. We're not going for kind of a one-to-one match with this. Like, oh no, it's Unreal Engine 5 and
I
it's
mean, if you're gonna do that though, yeah, I mean it's Unreal Engine 5 and Sonic moves a
too
shitload
fast.
faster, but like if you're gonna do it, yeah, I mean compared to the tech demo that we
Lightning.
did back in the day, I feel you should make it a lot bigger because you want to have that sense of speed and stuff. But no, we do it one to one. It's basically here we go, 5 minutes first session. Yeah, you
Five
know.
minutes. Whew. You know how many videos that's gonna take? It's gonna be like 392. Like this section. Okay, we're done today. See you later. And then
I mean, people are probably gonna try to speed run it. I love the variety of stop
now there's
motions.
one thing I should mention. A few people.
Oh yeah, is your
Is my
chat
what?
working by the way? The chat for OBS
Yes,
is it showing people?
sir. It is working. Variety of stop motions is in the chat. We
Nice.
can see you.
I have I have taught the old man how to do
Yeah, he
things. So
has.
yeah.
You can teach an old dog new tricks. So,
Well,
so some people
yeah.
have asked, are we going to like change it up a bit? Is it going to be a one-to-one rebuild or is there going to be new areas? And the answer is yes, there's going to be a new area. Now, the plan I'm thinking of is over here. It's like,
Going on, I
oh,
don't know.
let me say this. Now, in the original tech demo, you would come through here, like, hello, wee! Then you come here, jump onto this, jump up here, avoiding the spikes, avoiding the spike that basically comes down off the invisible ball that usually appears. Some weird wizardry magic is coming when you play. Well, what am I talking about? When you come in, you don't come into the game, when you play the game. And then you come here, and it's like, okay, I've got this. I hit this random thing, which could give you an Eggman and take all your rings away. And then you have to double back on yourself, and then go through the loop and everything. And I'm thinking, you know what? We've got this expansive area here. All this area that you don't see, which is perfect opportunity to make a whole new section. Who knows? Maybe I'll put a grind rail here and do something similar to Sonic Generations Green Hill, where you like going through a tunnel, you jump on grind rails or
That could be kind of
something.
fun. Yeah.
So instead of going all the way over here, all the way around here, up this rocky area, and then going up here, hitting the lever, and go, oh, I'm gonna get to the gate so quickly. And then go through that, and then go through all that tunneling thing, and then falling off, and then jumping on the speed pad again, and try and work your way to the gold ring. I'm thinking the other side could be a little more adventurous, a bit more easy,
The Sonic Adventurers?
a little easier, you know, but more speed based, because going the other way, where we've gone for like the last 15 years, is kind of slow. So to speed it up, I'm thinking we have.
Yeah. I pointed this out
No,
multiple
you
times.
haven't. So I'm
I
thinking
have.
this area could be like a
You just
speed. Now, with Unreal Engine 5, there is no real need for level streaming or loading one map and then loading another map when you hit a trigger. That's kind of obsolete now.
oh, is it because of the
No, Nanite
nanites
is the
thing?
whole static mesh rendering thing. So that's like if I
Okay,
go
yeah,
back
yeah.
over to the main Unreal Engine 5, so this here, that could be now, say, 1,000,000 polygons. So back in Unreal Engine 2 days, if you had 1,000,000 polygons on a rock, that game's gonna crash before you even
Uh,
open the game. It's gonna say, what the hell are you doing to me? I can't even do this. My rendering capabilities are so bad. I can only render maybe 50,000 polygons on screen at any one time. I'm gonna blow your CPU to smithereens. But Unreal Engine 5, what that does, if that is 1,000,000 polygons when it's imported into the engine, and you're way, 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 way over here, that, the engine, will change the polygon count to something a lot lower. So it could be a million polygons right up close when you look at it like your nose to rock. But further back,
Oh yeah, it turns it into
no,
a
no, no.
2D
It
map
keeps
or
it as a
something, doesn't
3D
it?
object. But what it does, it just
Yeah,
lowers.
but the
Well, the
actual map
textures, I
changes.
believe, yes. But I might be wrong. Because Unreal Engine 5 is new and it's not officially released yet as a full version. The preview version is now out, which is the version I'm currently using. Before, in parts 1 and 2, I was using the early access version 2. So I have switched to the newer version of the engine. And if you've been watching the previous two videos, I don't believe there was an icon here that was like orange with a mountain view on it or whatever that's supposed to be. I'm sure that's a mountain. Does that look like a mountain to you, Tim?
I
I think
honestly
it's a
don't know
mountain
what
because it's
that
a
is.
level file. So,
My eyes aren't agreeing with me, so I cannot see. I'm old. Oh, also let's get another thing straight. The only reason why I'm here today is because Vincent
it's
got me a new
true.
beat.
It's
So
true. I
that's why I'm here.
needed to set up my microphone again because brand new system. Well, kind of a new system. It's just that I've got new hardware now. Something more up to date because I needed it because of all the work that I do with the 3D in 3D Studio Max and everything to build stuff for this game, as well as the engine that we're now using for this new version of Ashura Dairen. My old processor, yeah, the new,
New.
or should that be the new version of ADR? Because this, you know, it was a TED demo, and then there was a.
How many iterations of Unreal Engine have you gone
Well,
through,
we went
honestly?
through the one that came with Unreal Engine, no, Unreal Tournament 2004, which was Unreal Engine 2.5. Then there was the
Yeah. And then Unreal
yeah, there was UDK,
UDK?
which was Unreal Engine 3. There was multiple versions of that. There was the 2009. I think I'm sure it came out in November 2009 as a freebie. And then there was like two or three versions in 2010, which I completely skipped. I know I downloaded the one in 2011 and then another one in 2012 because the 2011 one was extremely slow for some reason. 2012 version was fine, and then the 2013 version was semi-stable, and then I think I got the one in 2015.
Is this still UDK or Unreal Engine
No,
4?
no. UDK is only
No?
Unreal Engine 3.
No, I mean like you mentioned things like I do remember like Unreal Engine 4 had like a
Oh
lot of
yeah, they've
iterations over
had,
the years,
well, it's
but
still going, is Unreal Engine 4. There was Unreal Engine 4.01, which came out in May 2014, I think, because I remember you were telling me, hey, I've been using Unreal. You should get on this one. Move ADR
oh
onto Unreal
yeah.
Engine 4. And I'm like, no, 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 no. No, I've done all this code. Zach has done all this code for the UDK, for the Sonic GDK. I'm still using the GDK. What is the point in redoing everything? And then I was,
And then you
yeah,
still did it.
I started. Yeah, but you got to remember though, it was 2016 when
Mm.
I started playing around with having ADR in Unreal Engine 4. I was like trying to get to grips with it and everything. And I just couldn't. I really couldn't. I didn't have that much time. I was working and everything, and it was just like, yeah, just kind of burned out over the project. I know I was in a relationship and everything was
Oh
going
yeah.
on. My life was very busy before COVID. So,
Yeah, I mean, mine got pretty busy around that
yeah.
time too.
So it was
So
only late 2020 because I had been playing around in Unreal Engine 4 on other projects because I was making like a 2D side scrolling virus shooting game before COVID. Trying and get that onto mobile platforms.
oh yeah, didn't you have like a weird one with the crabs and stuff too?
Mm,
I think
yeah,
I
I
think that
did.
was you.
Yeah, it was like
You had some.
It was like a 2D thing with a crab,
Freaking
where you
crabs.
would basically like
Yeah.
move side to side, and it was completely 2D. It was all based on the water, and you basically had to collect pearls, and it was a cartoon-looking crab, and you had to jump on air bubbles. I remembered playing this game many years ago when I was a kid called Bubble Dizzy, and he was this like a little guy, looked like egg guy, with red boots and red boxing glove for hands, and you basically had to jump from bubble to bubble before your oxygen ran out. And I thought it was a cool idea to try and do it with a crab just for fun.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's not bad idea.
yeah,
It's
but
not bad.
anyway, back to this. The question. Question is, if that is a million
Yeah.
polygons, and I'm way over here, that model would no longer be a million polygons. It'd be something like 2,000 polygons or less because of the distance. Because the culling distance now factors in how nanite works.
But then again, you have to think about it this way as well, because I'm thinking this is what nanite kinda is. The human eye can discern a lot of details up close, but
Yes.
not far away. If you look at like an object really far away, it's kind of muddy. It's kind of meh. It doesn't have a lot of detail because you can't see it properly, unless you're fucking eagle eye, which you're not. Um, so I'm guessing that's the basic idea behind having nanite work in a similar fashion, and that way also relieve a lot of stress on the engine to handle geometry and
Yeah, I'm just trying to
gameplay.
look for it now. So if we look at nanite here, you can see all the different things. So we got the triangles, the clusters, the instances, and the primitives. Now, these ones are here. We don't really need to worry about. It's this one, the triangles. So if we can go and find which one I actually clicked on, this one here. So all these that's got triangles have got nanite applied to them because nanite is off by default. You have to enable nanite on each and every single static mesh. That's why the trees don't have it. That's why they're black. So if I move
Ah,
closer, maybe, no? Okay, so if I find one that's pretty dense, you should be able to see something happening. If I can find one. Or maybe I have to, like, zoom out. I don't know. Hold on.
well,
Oh, did that
yeah.
change?
I mean, it's gonna need to be further away.
Should see some changes with the triangles. Maybe it's set too high. I don't know. Or maybe you have to be really far away. Oh, there you go. Do you see that then on that little one here? There you go. That's
Right.
changing. So there is quite dense at the moment. Well, you come back a bit, it flattens out, and there's less polygons there now. So
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, can't you set the distance stuff in the nanite so like for lower end PCs and all that stuff to handle the stuff
I
better?
believe you can.
Because as it is right now, you're not going to
No,
be
you
this
won't.
far away from an
But
object,
then again,
but it takes that far away for it
but
to start
but
doing
then again,
stuff.
with
So
sonic speed, you'd probably be there in about a matter of a millisecond. Let's see.
yeah, but then again, having an active nanite closer though
No, I don't
will
want
save
Visual
a lot of
Studio.
horsepower.
Ah, man, why is this loading up? Gonna expose all my code.
Oh no, code
Actually, it's
no.
exposed Unreal Engine 5 code.
Well,
So what it's giving me here is the static mesh code. So because I've got the
ah,
source,
oh, for the nanite.
I guess the nanite code will be in here somewhere. Uh, no, not on
Because
that one.
I'm
That's
thinking it's directly connected to like meshes and
yeah.
stuff,
This
right?
looks like it's the
So,
header file. But the good thing about me having access to the engine code is that I can actually change things within the engine itself. So say I wanted a property on
hmm.
all static meshes to do certain bit of functionality that's custom, I could basically write it in this. Or extend this class, which is called static mesh actor, and then have it a new one, which I have done, I believe. Components. There you go. Movable static mesh component. So what I did here for this thing is create a new static mesh component, and I've basically put in a timeline component. So what this would do is, for example, you know the button switches. You've got like a base, and then you've got like another static mesh on top. So when you jump on that button, the button goes down slightly. So that movement of
Oh yeah,
that
yeah,
button
yeah.
is done by the timeline, like it is in the blueprint editor. You basically just hook it up and everything. So I
Ah, but it's all in code
exactly, yeah.
instead.
It's a
Okay.
little bit more complicated
Yeah.
in code because you need such things like you need the curve flow, you need the timeline. Let's have a look. Private, all the main code.
I love how
Say again.
sidetracked we got. I'm interested in like how
Yeah,
sidetracked we
well,
just
well,
got
we are doing a
from
rebuild.
building the island into. Yeah, I know, but we ended up now we're looking at
Yeah,
pure code.
the engine wanted
It's
just
like
to look.
shit.
I clicked on a thing, and the engine said, "Hey, I'm going to show you something. Talk about that instead for a little bit."
Involuntary clicking
Yeah,
motion.
I've
I
not
see,
filled out the
yeah.
copyright notice now, but I will be doing it in Extreme Revolution Studios. So
Are we still using
well,
that though?
it's been my brand for like God knows how many years.
Yeah, but it sounds
Well,
cheesy.
why? I'm a studio. You're
I don't know.
working
It's
in a studio in your home place. You do the audio. I do the designing and coding and
yeah, but Sonic Extreme, you know. I mean, it screams fanboy.
why? What's
The
fanboyish about it?
name.
Now, now this is not.
I've not been a
I'm gonna
fan of the
say
name for a
this.
long
If Andrew is listening,
time.
you would probably call your
I
company
don't know.
with an extreme because you've been doing AXSX for a long time. You know, Sonic Extreme.
Oh, that's the yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah.
that would be fanboyish. But I'm not doing that.
But you know, I'm just you do you. I'll just do what I'm supposed to do, and we'll leave it at that.
Alrighty then. Just looking at the chat right now. Variety. Cool. We're definitely gonna go that route. Because he's like said, let's go new area and maybe extra paths. We need the extra paths because the original tech demo was too linear. I think the only place where it
Well,
wasn't
that
linear was in
oh,
the second act, where you're in Sky Sanctuary, where you can go to the left or to the right. Most people seem to just kind of like
oh,
fall off the world, which is one route if you want to
oh,
start
yeah.
over.
You had multiple
Yeah.
choice.
Well, down here, as you can see with the timeline stuff, you got is reversing, play forward, play from start, reverse, all that nonsense. And it's like, how this code is about
Yeah.
137 lines long, give or take. Spaces.
Okay. There's a thing. So I'm not a fan of Sonic Unleashed, right? But only the
Yeah,
daytime
I don't
stages.
like the Werehog stages. I don't think anyone really likes the Werehog stages.
No. The thing about the daytime stages though were like they were big, they were kind of linear, but still not. You could still
Yeah.
deviate from the path and all that. But the thing that I enjoyed the
Oh
most was the
yeah,
speed of it.
definitely.
Like pure speed, and you could boost and get even faster. And just that blew my mind. That's kind of why it's one of my favorite ones. And then I played was it
Hmm.
Generations on the PC? I played let's see, what was it? Green Hill and Chemical Plant and all those. Just figuring out like new ways to move around in the stages and stuff.
Oh
It was a
yeah,
lot of
I
fun.
play Generations.
But they were
Yeah,
also kind of
I
linear.
did. I be honest. that game, I've only really played Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Sky Sanctuary.
I wasn't a big
What?
fan of Sky Sanctuary though. Well, when you went into like the classic style, I prefer playing an old classic Sonic game with that stage than a
Yeah,
newer one because it feels like it looks better as a pixel art kind of
yeah.
thing, in my opinion. But then again, like we haven't had like the technology or like the means to make a really good looking
Hmm.
Sky Sanctuary. So I mean, we could probably like redo it for this, but honestly, if we're gonna redo Sky Sanctuary, I feel we should have it as a high speed
Well, it's
stage.
good. Well, the one that they did in Sonic Generations was kind of high speedish.
Uh,
You know, this new version of the editor, I've not opened it for like a month, and I can't find where the is this? Oh, it's here now. Oh, like, why is he not up here? He used to be like several things up here, but it's here. So, yeah, we're gonna try and rebuild that other area.
by the way, do you have a player model inside of this already that you
What do
can
you
move
mean?
around?
Y-
Like, do you have a playable pawn of Sonic in the editor so we can actually move around and see how it looks
What do you mean
from
like
Sonic's
this?
perspective? Yes, because I don't
I
think you've
did.
done
Actually,
that
I
so
did in the
far.
second one. Second video. But because I haven't got the physics set up yet, can't do loops. I've been so busy. Uh, yeah, we've got all sorts of things. He
See how
goes
fast it
really
moves?
quick.
This is a five fucking yeah. So this is like a 5 minute stage. Technically, if you're
Act,
gonna do
act,
1 to 1 to the
actually, I think
original.
it's less than that. I think you could probably get from over there all the way here within like 9 seconds, probably. And then down here,
Yeah, if you have water, if you have running on water physics, yeah.
yeah, like,
It's
but
just running over the water.
then again, if you see it, it's like, wee! Like, hello. Oh,
And
look, a red
yeah.
drink. That code was already fixed up. I think I got that done maybe after the last live stream. Not sure.
Oh, I don't think people are actually seeing this that we're seeing right now. I think they're still on the old
Ooh, am I
editor. It
forgetting
looks like the
again?
old editor on it.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I really need to get used to this.
yeah,
Sorry, folks. Here's
yeah.
Sonic. He wants a chili dog. We're
Here
using
he
really
is.
bland textures right now. So, and just in
Gotta say,
case
the
you
light
missed it,
looks
I'll do
great
this
though.
again. If I come here, we've got the title card. Best score doesn't show anything right now. Comes in. Level settings. That will not be showing up in the actual game. Come down here. Ooh. A pickup. Then. Yep.
There you go.
Now,
I gotta say, the light though is
the
really
light.
good.
Well, compared to the Unreal
Yeah,
Engine 2, it should be. Now, that line you're seeing there,
yeah. I mean, Justin's
yeah,
done
that
really done for
line,
it.
that's a trace that's happening, and it's quite big. And that's for wall jumping, is that? It's off because I was rebuilding the code, and then I had to go out, and then I never fixed it about 3-4 weeks ago. So if I come around here, if
So this is what I'm saying. The
it's
speed he
quick.
moves at and having a 1 to 1, yeah,
It's
it's super
basically
fast.
everything everybody ever asked for like 15 years ago. Like, can he be quicker?
Yeah.
He's
Here you go. You got a
yeah,
rocket
but
stuck in his butt.
there's one thing though.
There you go.
He doesn't have wooden animations, and for that, I'd like to give a big shout out to Sega for doing the animations. Dario, Twilight Zone for their tools for ripping the models and such out of generations. So Yeah, they come in handy. Let's see. So as I said, we're gonna do over here today. So we're gonna try and fix this up a bit. Rough it out. Get this path built up. Uh, is there actually anything on the other side of that mountain? Have a look on the demo. Where are we? So we're here. Don't think there is. Oh, it's just this bit. This section.
Are you gonna like? Are you gonna be adding like footprints in the sand?
Everyone answer in the comments. Should we put footprints in the sand?
Because I feel it would be
Immersive.
more like, well, not only immersive, but it would give it like a completely different feel. It would make it feel like a triple A fucking thing. Because like if you step in sand, you can see the sand displays, and when he boosts, it goes a little dust cloud
There
behind him.
was
You know,
something I saw like in a
yeah,
plugin on the Unreal Marketplace a couple of months ago where the water would like move up to like the terrain section and then come back like a proper wave. And when it covered that terrain, it actually darkened the texture like water does on proper sand. And then it kind of like fades
that could be
back
cool.
when the water recedes and it kind of starts drying out again. You know what I mean?
Because we want to, yeah, because we want to add as much dynamic to the environment as possible to make it interesting, to make it people like, oh my god, I want to play this. You
I want
know,
to play a
the
fucking
little
super
seal cloud.
cool Sonic game. That's what you're saying.
Kind of, yeah. They're doing like the seal cloud, going, oh my god, the waves. You know, that kind of thing. And having him like little footprints behind and stuff like,
But would it be
so good.
leaving footprints behind when he's running? That's the thing. It'd be probably like a
No
stream of indented sand or something
sand.
when he's moving around. If it was like
Yeah,
footprints in the sand after he's running, you look back, it's like, really? Those look like equally spaced apart? Hmm. Just
but yeah, just like detail stuff for later on. I think it
uh,
could be fun. It's
it
not the
is a
main
nice
concern
idea
right
as
now, but
like as a polish type thing.
because you can have like dynamic weather and shit too. Just like depending on like if you're gonna be in what zone would that be good for? I mean, for instance, if you end up in chemical zone or something similar to that, like it's always dreary. It's gonna rain. It's gonna be like get slippery and stuff. And you can see like when he if he's running, you can see like water displacing in front of
Well,
him and just having him kick up
well,
water and stuff.
there is in the newer versions of the engine, there's like new plugins that deals with like time and day and weather systems. And yeah, it is possible to
Yeah,
have dynamic weather. Yes, I do own two of those plugins. Yes, I am considering putting
yeah.
it
So
in,
so we should use
but
it.
I have found out
Okay.
that it is possible to code the exact time of day and the sun and moon positions of the location of the individual playing the game, I believe.
So it would correspond to where
Correct.
people live,
So it'd be like
technically.
this. It is now
Okay.
2039. It's dark outside here. So if I was to play this game at like 1
Yeah.
o'clock in the afternoon, the sun would be on a different location in the sky compared to if I play it now, which it won't be shown. It'd be dark. The moon would be up. If I was to play it at like 6:30 in the morning as the sun's coming up, there would be like a sunrise type thing. So you get that sunrise feel, coloring, and everything.
Okay. I'm just gonna put this out there right now. All of that sounds awesome, but do you know how badly it will mess up people's sleeping schedules if they play
It
it?
shouldn't mess anybody's sleeping schedules.
It's like, okay, if you have sections set up specifically for nights and stuff like that, like specific events that's going to happen to unlock progression in the game, for instance. And I'm like, yeah, shit, I need to play after like 9 because it's
So
dark
so
outside. Just sit there between 9 and
so it's
sunrise
like
to just
I
play
wanna
and find
experience
that
North
shit.
Island as at sunset, and it's like I wanna sit my Sonic on top of the mountain up here at just as the sun's going down because I want to see how it looks in the level. Yeah, and it's like I want to see it
Yeah,
sunrise. I want to
I
be
mean, like,
fishing with my rod with Big the cat or some crap.
it would be like it would mess up people's sleeping schedules so bad, especially people that like are adults that have work during the day. So the only time they can play it is when they get home. And depending on like the schedule and all that stuff, they will always play late
Well,
afternoon or
well,
nighttime
that is a
in
thing.
the game.
There's always this little page called settings. Click the checkbox. Do I want to have dynamic weather? Yes, no. Do I want the sun to be in a certain position corresponding to my local time in the world? Yes, no. So they can do that. But if they want to take the chance of like play the game at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, and there's a thunderstorm outside, it's like, is Sonic gonna have a thunderstorm on North Island in ADR? No, probably not.
Having a typhoon and stuff happen would be kind of cool. Not gonna lie.
I don't think that would be cool for people in the South Pacific where that kind of thing kind of happens. They'd be like playing ADR and then there's like a typhoon outside and there's a typhoon in the game. I think they would be running for cover, you know? It's like,
I apologize for
they
laughing at
won't
it,
be
but it
there.
is
The mother and
it's funny.
father or the children and wife is basically saying, or husband is there saying, "Come on, honey, let's go. We gotta go. We gotta get to safety." No, no, no. I've got to play ADR in the typhoon because it's one in a time million chances it's ever going to happen again. No,
It's an event. I need to do
no.
it.
I may be cruel and unusual, but no.
So that basically just removed your entire thing with the whole time
No, we
thing
could still
based
have
on where you
that, but
live.
dynamic weather, that'd be a whole different thing. And it would most likely be an option. If you want it or not. Maybe we could do
Yeah.
something where we could speed up time. So the game time is basically runs not dependent on the computer system time. So therefore you can set the time whatever you want.
Oh, so like a Metal Gear thing where you smoke your e-cigarette and it kind of
Yeah.
moves time.
Something like that.
But in this case, it would be a big saucy chili dog,
Yeah.
kind
Kinda.
of.
Right, let's have a look. Ooh, that is not what I was hoping for. I was hoping to flatten everything, and it's saying no. So I want this level, and I want it
No.
bringing up. So bring. Ooh. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Go back, go back. Oh, it's flattening, but it's not flattening how I want it to flatten.
It's because the brush size is too big. It's grabbing
Uh,
information from the sides of it.
let's try. Nope. It's supposed to just flatten the damn thing. Could it be the layering? There we go. It's the layering.
Ah,
That's better. Let's connect that up a bit more.
how about ya? There ya go. Nice and
Well, I wouldn't say
pretty.
it's pretty. I would say it's shaping up nicely.
We have them hills now. It's good hills.
Let's get all this kind of sorted. Let's go over to the original. Let's just pop over here.
Oh, technically, you don't really need me anymore, huh? Because you're doing
Well,
all this stuff
I
now.
think he wants to
Ah,
jump off.
I could actually go and. I mean, I could go and lay down and actually relax for once. Oh.
That kind of sounds disgusting. How you're going, oh.
No, not really. No.
Actually, I think this needs to be a bit further out, doesn't it? Hey, one thing that would be good is if I could export the actual map from the original level, but because it's in a different format and it comes out different,
Well, didn't you get a link for that though? Like
it didn't
a stream or
work.
so ago.
It just did not work for me,
Oh,
and it
okay.
was atrocious. I really don't like this mod. It looks like play or, you know, diarrhea.
It doesn't look like.
Horrible. I bring this out. Come on. I'm just trying to build up some of that back end kind of cliff face. And when it comes around here,
Mhm.
kind of see what's happening. For this bit, I guess, I think it's the right length. There you go.
I
Now you can see
honestly
the
don't
diarrhea
know.
smidged uh, pool. Lovely, isn't it?
Hmm.
So yeah, let's go. Let's jump in the game. Let's see how much distance we've actually created. North Island. Let's take a detour. Okay, so we're here, and then I don't know. I think it might.
I mean, it's a
I
pretty
don't
nice distance, but
think
you
it's
could probably make it
bigger
bigger.
as it is. I think this is way bigger. Or maybe it's about the
Yeah.
same.
You haven't added any of the extra stuff in the back there though, like
Yeah.
the
You mean
little
like the rocks and the trees and
stuff.
the things that over?
Yeah,
Yeah.
traps and
Or the
stuff.
little well, they're not little. Those crab bandit things that look like hell, like shoot lasers out of its claws.
Why is there a big hole
Well,
in the
that
map
hole
though?
there, that is not actually a
Yeah.
hole. That's just the texture. It's giving that Hall of Mirrors effect because there's no texture been applied to it. So it's like, what the heck is this?
Ah.
Oh no.
Well, yeah. Honestly though, I think I'm gonna need to lay down for a bit.
Okay, well, you have fun laying down, you old
Yeah, and
bastard.
it's looking good though.
Not looking that good
Um,
yet.
I am. It is looking good though.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, with that, I'm gonna take my leave. So
Thank you
have
very
fun.
much. Thanks for joining. See you later. Adios.
Pieces, peoples.
So, with Tim now gone, let's see what we can do with this texturing. I know I said I wasn't going to texture, but it's just this color. It's just awful. So, get in here. Let's see if I can find out where the sand is. Okay, so that's some type of sand. That's... that's better. That's a lot better. Cover up that Hall of Mirrors effect now. There. Get rid of all that. Down here. Like a big chunk of it around here. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Look over to the chat every so often and answer your questions. Let's cover this up. You can see how far across this thing goes. Let's just increase that up. Let's just cover that. There we go. Get rid of all those instances. Okay. So, right, adding some of this rock. Nope. Let's try moving. There we go. Some type of artifacting going on there. Bring this around here. It doesn't seem to want to paint it. Probably because it's not been added. No, 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 no. It's amazing when you don't basically use something for about a month or something, and then you kind of forget. Come on. I get a feeling it's going to be. No, it's not that. Okay, that's painting grass. Up. That's right. Ah, there we go. Wrong material. So there's definitely an issue with this material because it's like really smooth brown for some reason, when it should be like more of a rock texture, like what we've got over here on those rocks. This is all just temporary. So where's that thing I just saw? The hole there. Let's go to sculpt, flatten that, cover that up. Okay, now let's go to the sand layer. Sand. Sand in here. Just do it a bit rougher now. Bring that down. Here. Now, all I'm going to be doing today is just blocking out the next area, so I can get to that gate. And then potentially next week, because as of right now, I've got no plans for next weekend. Therefore, I could potentially do another live stream. But don't hold me to that, because things do change when it comes to work and sideline projects. But I will let everyone know when the next live stream will be going live. So, zoom in. Is this actually painted? Yeah, it's painted some type of thing. So, what I need now is the sculpting tool. Let's just flatten that out. That's not flattening out. That's adding a layer. Do not want that. So, there we go. Bring up. So, I think this bit needs to come up just a little bit more. Let's just have a look at the other one. We're doing this bit here. I think we're about here. Just come down. Yeah, so it kind of like channels in. Let's try and find it and bring it round. We've got that Hall of Mirrors effect again going on. And just drag that across. Be our new base. The area behind. Might be a little too big, but we'll find out soon enough. Round. Then let's sculpt this area up a bit. And we kind of get that definition for where the cliff is. Now this isn't going to be the proper cliff. We're going to have a proper mesh for that. Get over. Let's just add some texture. See what we're doing. Give it that brown again. Why the hell not? Round. Size that up. A bit bigger. A bit more. Give it a bit of a bumpy type thing going over there for that rocks up in the... So what? Losing my angle now. Right. Let's go into the game and let's see how far that scale is. Because we want it kind of narrow towards that end. Let's just go around. I think the scale is about right. From here to down there, the distance does seem to be on point. But this does need to be like brought in a lot. Probably to about here. That's one. Here. That's a lot of that. Get up. Where are we? In. Might be about right. Pretty good. Have a look. Ah. I do apologize, everyone. I have done it again without flipping the screens. So let me just give you a bit of a look at this section first that you've been staring at. What I've done is basically looked at the distance here in Unreal Engine 5 and used Sonic to basically try and work it out. So there is a bit of a dip. It is quite narrow. So coming over here is what I'm kind of trying to do. Get that length distance on the side and then get the drop. Now the drop will be done later because at the moment it's covered by a single plane, single static mesh that's being used as the base for the water, but it most likely would come down to about maybe here. So if this is that location, then this bit here needs to be brought over about here. I put that down. I just tell you something. It is difficult to basically do this. It's not fun. Eyeballing something from one screen to the other. And then everyone who's watching, try and get them to see what I'm doing is... So... bring this... I do believe this is actually quite narrow here. That bit probably does need a little more. I think this bit here is a little too high, to be honest. I can drag that down just a little. Right, just enough. What I have to make sure is this actually aligns to the opposite side. Because you can run across this area here to here, and then it has that path going up the hill. We need to make sure that it's pretty much kind of on point. So I just drag that across here. And then I lift this up quite a bit. Because it is kind of a steepish hill. Flatten it out. Get some of that thing going on. Bring it across. It is kind of... Have a look at the original. I think there was like a narrow... Yeah, it was pretty narrow. So that path is here. Goes up here like so. It comes to there. And it kind of like runs down narrow cliff face. Kind of a mound section. What I probably need to do, bring this over here. So this actually could be the point where the gate is. Roll this back. Then bring this over. Make that kind of a mound area. Here. Bring it back. Let's have a look. This needs to be opened up just a little. Let's go in the game and check the scale. Kind of need some music for this, don't I? On the next live stream, I'm gonna set that up. I'm gonna try and find some music, but it's not so quiet. If we're running down here, we would have that area with the spikes. We would have this. This kind of looks about the right size where the rocks are. And then you'd be basically jumping up the rock here, jumping on another rock here, water trickling. Like that little particle effect where it looks like water spurting out between two rocks. Might just be a little too high, actually. Yeah, I think it's a little too high. What I'll do, bring it down just a tiny bit. Yep, wrong way. Down, 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 down. And then flatten it. That out. And again, that actually might be correct. Because we do have that river. And that river kind of like has that thing coming off, doesn't it? And then the rocks are kind of on top. Kind of blocks the water flow. So let's just jump back in the game and see if I can get up there. And just check that that siding is perfect for smoothing it out. All the way around. It is quite high. Hmm. Yeah. Come on, get me up there. There we go. Is there any chance I can get up there? Nope. Right, run up there. Jump. Not a chance. Okay, I think that could be a little too high still. Where are we? I'm lost. Okay, so we're here. Here. Sculpt it down just a little bit more. Flatten that out. Now, if anyone has any ideas for this area to like kind of modernize it, do let me know. I'd be interested to know what kind of things you come up with. Like maybe an underwater passage, or you can actually go behind the waterfall. Something cool. Have a look. Well, that definitely looks a bit narrower now. This bit though looks a little too steep. Let's bring that down a bit. Here. Up. Enough. Okay, try that again. Can he get up? Can he? Hell is like. Okay, let's jump up here. Hey, there we go. Okay, so the height of these sidings are not that bad actually. They could be just smoothed down. Then jump up. As for distance, I think they're a bit too long in the width. Lengthwise, they're about right. So what I need to do, smooth this edge off and bring it possibly here, and then shoot it up so that there be higher, and smooth it off at the top. So that is quite. Then again, if this is the area, it's kind of here then, where it should be. That would be right. What am I doing? Get rid of that. Here. Bring it there. And this, let's fill it. Move it out. Another waterfall. A waterfall behind the waterfall. What, like cave? Like in behind the waterfall, there's like a cavern, a cave type thing, with another waterfall that's flowing down, maybe. Hmm. Let's see. Actually, I kind of like that idea. That variety of stop motions actually given in the chat. Another path, maybe behind the waterfall. That could actually link to the new area. Because if I have the new area that I mentioned earlier in the video, that could possibly go into like the inside the mounting, kind of like what happened in Green Hill Zone in Sonic Generations. We like jumping from grind rail to grind rail. But what it could also do is lead off into this section again. So you kind of got two paths leading to the same gate in a way. Or you could basically use those two paths and perhaps go to along a different path which would lead you into the forest area, but in a different location. That would be interesting. I like that idea. I may do it. Let's see. That's been smoothed out. And I'm getting a bit lost here because all the textures are kind of the same. Bleeding into everything. I bring that down a bit. Makes it a little easier for me to jump up there. So here, smooth that out. Bring that up. That might actually be a bit too much that I've smoothed out. Yeah. Bring this down just slightly. I think I totally messed this up, to be honest. I think what I need to do is work out where that, the rock with the tree is. In across. Oh, it seems like I have a... No. So... Well, this area here needs to be green. So let's just paint that up. And find that edging. Come on, paint. Why are you not painting? That's why. Like I'm having to get reacquainted with the tools all over again. I've been coding too much. That's probably what it is. Okay, let's just gather this all over here. Paint. Is this actually grass? No, it isn't. It's like some strange textured grass that I probably picked up from somewhere. Okay, so let's test. If we can work out where that little path is near the waterfall. Oh, he's not definitely going to get up there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it needs a bit more of a sharp edge over here. That area is definitely way too high. My liking. It should be about this height. The other side. So, as long as I can remember that, able to get it across. So, let's sculpt, flatten, rock. Bring it across here. Then paint that with like a dirt color. That kind of glitch you just saw then, it was the texture material just re-rendering. On part 1, it took forever. Now, it's like half a second. Now, for those who's listening and heard about my upgrade, don't worry, ADR will be tested on the old computer system. I still have all the parts, so I will be doing like performance checks and everything. I just needed a better system to basically speed up production. Those rendering times and creating 3D models, it took forever. Like, trying to do a turntable animation, and it took like 2 days to do in seconds. I'm like, oh, on. Well, I just read your message, righty, and I'm actually thinking this stage could actually be placed within one of the zones that I have planned. Where? I don't know yet, to be honest. It could be on the floating island, even though the floating island is like one big island. Maybe there is a part of that that is like just a tiny little bit on the side, which then allows you to get onto the main floating island. Not to mention with a bunch of veins in grass on the rocks, buildings. What do you mean by veins? Do you mean like plants, plant stems growing over the rocks? Okay, so let's smooth this bit out, but not as much as it was before. So 2 strength down to, let's try that. Ooh, that might be a little too much. Uh, that's a bit better. There we go. That needs definitely flattening out on here. Okay. So I can leave that bit sharp. Over here, need to flatten out. Just here. So let's have a look at the original. Righty, I like your idea. I really do. It adds a little bit more life to the level. And because it's a Sonic game, maybe there's a way I can actually make those plants kind of animate. Because in classic Sonic, plants always used to animate. Even if they like kind of turn slightly, like those sunflowers in Green Hill. Might be something cool. So let's have a look over here. Okay, so this is the area that I'm kind of working on. this bit. But it might be off again. It does look like it kind of just rolls down. Oh, the fun joys of rebuilding a map from like X amount of years ago. So not fun. Right, so it's kind of narrow down here. And here it's this bit going straight up. Yeah. Then we got this part as well. Hmm. Damn it. Let's fix this area. Now these textures I'm not gonna keep. I want to get something that would kind of match the world that Sonic is kind of in. So it's going to be something a little cartoony, a little stylized, something that will, you know, so Sonic doesn't look out of place. Let's fix that bit. What? Fill it in. There we go. Here, it kind of looks like you look at this and kind of like moves off in that direction. Oh, here. Kind of like starts moving upwards. Right, that rib section. I'm calling it a rib. I don't know what to call it, to be honest. Why is that not working? There we go. Needs a bit more strength to it. Okay. Get up. Get up here. Come on. Rise above it. That kind of then defines where the gate will be. Then down here, where the other rib will be. Well, like I said, I don't know what to call the damn thing. Come on, lift up. Okay, that might be a little too much, to be honest. And then here, bring this up. Come on. And then flatten it. Then we can play around with this area. So what have we got? Yeah. We want it to come over here because we got that kind of a pathway. Then I bring this back down. Bring this down. Kind of cut to this area here. Like so. I think that might be a bit too much. Might be wrong. Okay, so it comes down here. So it's kind of low here. Then it goes up. Okay. So it's kind of like a funnel. So that does need to be bit here. Does need to be bigger. Cheers, Righty. Much appreciated that you've been following ADR all this time. Even though I've taken like 5-6 years off from working on it. Look, this area here needs out here. Bring this down. Bring this a little down. Then where's the smooth? There it is. How is it now? Wow. We've been recording for about an hour and a half almost. Well, there goes my plan of doing this for an hour. Should I carry on for 2.5 hours? Or is that too much? I don't want to get into the every part is going to be like 2.5 hours long. I'm going to have to end up bookmarking each kind of section of the video there. So let's have a look. That's there, and then it comes down. This sorted. There. There, and then I think what I can do is paint. Where are we? We're in the grass. Grass there. Bring this up a bit. Bring that all the way to 1. Good, is something's going on there. Probably got texture. Oh, it's not fully set. So let's have a look. Nope. I take the dirt off. Nope. What's layer 1? Could be the sun level. Oh, something's happened here, that's for sure. Now that is a bit weird. Why is that a straight line? Whoa, we've got grass. And part of this has actually disappeared. Why has that disappeared? Pin that dirt back in. Bring that down. Bring that up. There we go. Now, one of the cool things about Unreal Engine 5, and I'm sure Unreal Engine 4 did it to some capacity, is that with materials now, the landscape material that is, you can actually set certain static meshes that will encompass over the landscape. So if I go into here, as you can see, they basically start coming down the shape around the landscape. But it's way too much, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get rid of some of them. One way is to paint over them with a different paint texture. I bring that down. There. As you can see, now it's gone. Bring it down a little bit more. I've got more control over it. Okay. So here, so now we can actually see where Sonic will be running. Yeah. For this part, now I'm gonna have to work out how much here it starts dipping down so you can run up it. So let's go to the other screen. So we're here. Down section. Up, going the wrong way. So here we are right now. We've got kind of a steep base. the old way, basically kind of straighten a single polygon plane on the actual old landscape material, the old landscape, not the landscape material. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay, so let's do a little blockout session now. What I need is a big giant rock. So let's go into select mode. Get a big rock from over here. Looks very wet. Looks like a big dinosaur poop something. Maybe that's where Sonic is. Maybe that's where North Island is. It's in Sonic and the Secret Rings. It's that island of the dinosaurs or something. Dinosaur shit on the level. Look at it. Like big massive poop droppings and a bit of liquid. Ugh. If anyone's eating, I do apologize. But this is a stream not for kids. So let's see. Yeah, oh, for fuck's sake. I really need to pay attention at the third screen. I really do. I am so sorry. So, what I was saying is big dinosaur poop. Here, and liquid shit. It's like, just imagine Sonic's basically running underneath here and then whoop, poop on his head. Okay. So, back to the old tech demo. This rock needs to be kind of angled in to the actual level. So, let's see if that can make a whole world of difference down here. This green is really green and off-putting. I'm just eyeballing it on from the other screen right now. Excuse me. Ah. Do apologize if I blew anybody's eardrums out. Sneezing. That is a little too big. Bring it round. Scale it down. Drag it to the side. Now what I'm thinking is that I'm most likely going to have to keep tweaking this area quite a few times to try and match it to how it used to look. So there's that big rock here that I've just placed. What I need is, how many is that? 1, 2, 3 rocks there. And it looks like there's a bit of a ledge here. Then it goes up again. Then it dips down. Lovely. And then over here it kind of like tapers up extensively. And then here is where that underground section is. But it is quite. Okay, let's see. See how much leak. I do have quite a bit of room. Okay. so into this, sculpt, smooth it out. Oh, touch strength is fine. Is this actually working, or is this saying, no, I don't want to work for you to know? Not today. There we go. Have to be on the most top level. Does help. Does make sense. Come on, Vinny. Think! You stupid idiot. Right. So, what I can do, I can kind of resculpt that. Smooth it out, and then push it in, and then try and make like a path up the thing. Bring that over. This. Woo, way too much. Definitely bring that down. There we go. Well, so I do believe this is actually. Yeah. Okay, flatten. Bring that right down. You can see it's like kind of a sharp edge. I'm hoping I can kind of recreate that halfway up. Originally, I did build this original map, but that was way back in 2007. And the grass textures was a lot better. Let's have a look. Let's just try and get some rock on there. Let's make a rocky road. Can I? Yeah? Seems like a pain. But yet that crazy, crazy sound is blocking it. Come on, get rid of the sand. No sand, please. Hmm. Okay, let's reactivate the dirt level. Maybe it's on that. No. No. Come on. Where are you located? Definitely not there. Come on. Get rid of it. Where the hell are you? Oh, it's definitely getting rid of some of it, that's for sure. Definitely along here. Not getting rid of it there. Could it be that it's at the lowest stack? Nope. Oh, something's going on there. Something's definitely going on. Yeah, it's adding a bit of colour. So many layers that I just can't remember which one is which now that I actually just put it on. Been that bloody long. Oh, there we go. Finally. You found it. And that's pebbles. I don't want pebbles. Yeah, actually, yes, I do want pebbles. Because pebbles is the path. Okay. I want a bit of grit in there. Well, we don't want it on there, that's for sure. So. Make that a bit. What I want to do now. Yeah, there is some kind of layering thing going on. So. We need to scoop the path. A little bit more. And here, kind of line it. Then here, I want to kind of line it. Then here, I want to kind of line it. Pull that out. Push that back. Pull that out there. Bring that across. And when I smooth it, should hopefully kind of help make a bit of definition. Or it might just look like a complete mess. Which it did. Why? Because the tool strength was at full. Pay attention to the tools, kids. Always pay attention. Right. What I need is coming again. Figure out how to do this because it's like the original map was built at an angle, but this one it's pretty much like straight, which makes it a little difficult. Hmm. Break that out. Well, it's kind of going up in one area. Back. Okay, we kind of started something. You can see where the jagged line is there. Not exactly where I want it to be. I want it to be like more 30 degrees that way. Makes it a bit more awful for me. Might be worth pushing this back, make it a bit more bigger. Do here. Bring this out more. Kind of shape it. I think for this area, what I'll do is kind of like put like a static mesh rock face there. Try and make it look like something of a wall. So you have to like go next to it and then up. Have a look at the original. As you can see, it was like came up here, then it was like this straight drop, steep slope going up. And it would kind of like go up slightly. I don't know. What I'll do, drop that, pull it across, scale it down. Yeah. Way too. And yeah, that's way too freaking big. Let's this. Come on. Okay, so that kind of gives me the original type of shape. Is this bit here that I've done. So I can so that, and that. I put them towards here. It might actually help me to define that area out. I had a feeling this would be a bit of a tricky one when I first started this map. When I came to it, I'm like, eh. So let's see. I do want to bring this up, scale it, and come on, don't want to flatten it. There we go. Be a chunk. Drop that big dinosaur poop right there. Come on, you gotta agree. It does kind of look like. Or is it just me? Okay. I think that does need scaling. Yeah. Over. Okay. Rotate. Back to the other screen. This is the area we're kind of looking at doing. Needs a little bit more. This is more like a ball. This one, not long. Maybe a little too long. Looks similar, don't it? I think it does. So, right, now we've kind of got some type of definition for this area. What I need to do now is to add those other two stones, which is these two right here. They will kind of define like, okay, we've gone up, now we need to turn 90 degrees and get our ass kicked by that bandit. I remember it's called an Obernaut. Might be wrong. There is here. Bring this thing down. One there, one there. That is that bit. Now that gives me a clue of where the landscape needs to rise up slightly. Come up here and then it'll dip down when it comes to the actual waterfall. And that waterfall needs to be quite big as well. Ooh. Or landscaping. Okay, let's get started on that area now. So this bit needs to be raised up. So back to landscape. Oops. And just help if I can get that. Yep. Then let's so looks like this area needs to come up a bit. Smooth it out. What I want to do is line it about like yeah, that will kind of give me the level that I need. That's about what, another meters in. Where am I going? Okay. So now what I need to do is sculpt this out because it is pretty narrow. Bit up. Oh, drop that down. I remember on this area, it needed some type of ledge. Carve that out. Where is this area? Find it again. Yeah, I think that. And what I'm doing now is just increasing that mountain range. So from here, ooh, to have a look at that. So, we've kind of got to this section. Like, runs down water there. Yeah. And it comes to this section here. And there's like this wall, well, terrain that's in the way, and then you have to use it. But this line here. Scale might actually be almost on point. Okay, plot on this. Possibly there. This out. Smooth it. I'm just gonna make this bigger. Because on the original, waterfall is here. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, we've got the particle system running so slow. It's kind of like it's angled slightly, maybe about 30, 35 degrees or something from that. Like straight, and then it's over this side. So this, the original one, kind of did right across that. So I cut it here. Back. So I need enough space. I come to do the Sonic 1 spiked log bridge thing. what it does, it comes to here, and then it's like a rock platform around here, and it connects to it, then you get to that platform in the corner. Sculpt this back. Then sculpt it up. Bit too high. Blocking things out is the tedious part. The fun part is when you go in and style the entire level. Adding all the cool features, like the waterfalls and everything. A bit as well. Because it is kind of like a rolling hell. Because the original was kind of on a bit of a slope. Be a bit. I'm just blocking out the mountain range at this far end right now. I got the basic shape of the actual level. And I'm like just roughed in. Ooh, that was way too much. Push drive down. Then here. sculpting. Right, let's test that. Okay, so we're on the island. Can't get up there. Don't tell me. I can't get up there at all now. Okay, so let's get some of these rocks. Right, now let's see. Hey, we're up. But this kind of feels like the same amount of distance for the original river. If we jump up here, this definitely kind of feels the same amount of distance as well. Though it does seem a lot steeper here. And we definitely do not want that. We get trapped in there. Then we basically get over, so that's about the right height. This here is a little too thin. That needs fixing. So what about here? Oh, look at that. Oh, this needs fixing definitely. But that area over here. And that is pretty much as good as we're going to get it. Actually feels a little easier. Oh, there's a little something here. Oh! Yep, there definitely was something. You need to fill that hole in. That. Getting up there. Pretty easy. That's not too bad. These feel almost the right height. Let's fix this area. What's fit? Cut through here. Fill that area in. Now for this area here where the waterfall is, I think this could actually lead off into a separate section where you actually can play underneath the mountain. That is a good idea by Variety of stop motion. Cheers for that. So time is it? 2 hours and 20 minutes. Man. But we have now pretty much blocked in the entire level. Took 3 parts, but we got there. So in the next part, what I will most likely be doing is refining the textures and adding in actual cliff static meshes so we can get rid of that smooth terrain geometry. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you for joining, and I shall see you next time. Cheerio. Bye bye.